What's up guys, Yasser here. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yasser's Fit Frag, and today I'm going to show you the next set of list from Perfume Depot. So I have 9 in total this time. All are from the designer collections. I mean the clones of the designers. So the first 4 that I would be showing are just average, so they are not really great in my opinion at least. And the next 5 I would switch on to the ones which I would recommend you guys, which are more or less very close to the designer, or they at least smell great. So starting with the average list, so coming in at number 4 is Musk Sahara. So there is no name written on it, but he told me that this is Musk Sahara. So this is very thick, so you can have a look at it as to how exactly it pours down. So it is very thick. It looks more like a wax and it is difficult to even apply. It is quite thick, and the roll-on also does not support in spreading the oil inside. So how exactly it smells? So it is more of a soapy, fresh smelling with musk in the base. So the name is Musk Sahara. So for me, my favorite musk is Musk Rijali. So I do not really like other musk so much. So same with this case, I'm not very fond of it, but if you like that fresh citrus soapy kind of musk, then I think you would definitely like this. And it will definitely suit high summer heat, because it is very thick and very potent as well. And at the same time, I think this would last really long. I did not really test the lasting, but the way the intense smell that this one has, I think it should last long. So coming in at number 3 is Bulgari Man. Okay, so honestly this does not smell anything close to the designer when I compared. I do remember the smell of Bulgari Man because my friend had that. So this does not smell anything close to that, but it is still decent. Maybe you can sample it out in case you're buying any other 25 ml or above orders. So coming in at number 2 is Azzaro Pour Homme. So Azzaro Pour Homme is a very old release from Azzaro, so it is more of that 1990s masculine scent which was released by Azzaro. So in case you like those 1990s kind of musk, amber, woody kind of smell, then this is for you. I'm not a huge fan of this, so I would not really recommend this from my end. But in case you like long lasting fragrance, then I would definitely suggest this, because this easily lasts 10 to 12 hours. It could even go above that because it is very strong right from the beginning. So that's at number 2. And coming in at number 1 from the average collections is Davidoff Leather Blend. The reason why I'm quoting this as average is because when I compare this to Tom Ford Tuscan Leather from Perfume Depot, that smells a lot better than this. Of course, if you have a craze to collect all the different kinds of leather based fragrance, you can definitely try this one. This is not bad at all. So this one has leather, woody and a mix of amber as well. So like I always tell you, I'm not a huge fan of amber unless and until it is very undertoned and blended well with other notes. But this gives a very dominant amber note along with leather and some woody notes. So not a huge fan of it, but it is still decent if you like leather based fragrance. You can sample it out in case you buy any other fragrance. Okay, so now coming to the top 5 recommended list according to my taste. So I would start with number 5, 4, 3, 2, and number 1 would be the most recommended from my perspective. So coming in at number 5 is Diesel Fuel for Life. So I haven't really smelled the original Diesel Fuel for Life, so I'm not really sure how exactly that smells. But to explain this in simple, this has a very citrus opening and then some woody background. So this has a very strong citrus opening with some vetiver and woody background, and it is strong right from the beginning. So if you like strong fragrances, you can definitely try this one, but I would still suggest that you sample it out before you order larger quantities. So coming in at number 4 is Issey Miyake Sport. So this one is quite good. So in case you like those typical citrus based fragrance, I would definitely suggest this one. This has a very nice citrus opening and a very strong citrus opening. So I would definitely say that in case you are into sports and you know that you're going to gym, or maybe you play football or cricket, you have to spend a longer time under the sunlight or in the heat, then this will definitely suit you. This will definitely cover all your bad sweat odors, because the citrus in this is very strong. So I would recommend this if you are into sport, because it has a very strong citrus opening, and at the same time the citrus is not something very pungent, it is still pleasing to the nose. So that's Issey Miyake Sport. So in case you like sporty citrus fragrance, you can definitely try that out. And coming in at number 3 is Issey Miyake Leau Men. So he has only written it as Issey Miyake Men, but this is the Issey Miyake Leau from the designer. And to be honest, this definitely has that similarity. So in case you are not able to detect the similarity right from the opening, you can probably give it 10 minutes time. I would say, in my opinion, it is definitely about 75 to 80% similar to the designer. So coming in at number 2 is Versace Eros. So he has only written Eros here. So I remember taking this from him maybe 1.5 years back. And honestly, back then it was not close to the designer at all. But now the new one that he has prepared is definitely 75 to 80%, or you might even say 85% close to the designer. So anything that I quote as close to the designer, do not do a side-by-side check directly smelling it from your nose, because it is not that easy to create similarities of those expensive designers. So they make every effort to make it similar. So usually the similarity comes when you get whiffs of it in the air. So when you just move your hands and then test it, you would definitely get that similarity. So I would still say 80 to 85%, or maybe 75, depending on how sensitive your smell sensation is. So like I said, 1.5 years back, it wasn't close at all, and now it is much, much better. And there is a beautiful green apple and vanilla note, just like how the designer one has, and it is really done well. So this is number 2 in current list that I'm quoting. So I would definitely recommend this in case you like Versace Eros from the designer collection. Because I am not a huge fan of Versace Eros, because I prefer Versace Dylan Blue and Pour Homme. But there are many who love Versace Eros. So for those who love Versace Eros from the designer, you can definitely try this out. I'm sure you would like this one. And coming in at number 1 is Bulgari Aqua Atlantique. So this one is a little expensive compared to the other collections from the designer that he has, because similar to Ultramale, he uses imported compounds in this one as well, and that is why it is slightly expensive. That's what he told me. So it's not too much expensive, it's just about 50 to 100 more compared to the others that he charges. So if it is not too much for you, you can definitely try this one. The reason I'm placing this as number 1 is it is 85% close to the designer Bulgari Atlantique, and it is really done well. So in case you haven't tried the designer Bulgari Atlantique, you can definitely give it a try. It is easily available in any of the retail stores like Lifestyle or Shopper Stop, so you can easily check it out and then order this one. But honestly, this is 85% close. This is really done well. It smells similar to the designer, and the quality of this is also very high class. So the notes in this are smooth citrus and then a little bit of aquatic. There is also green apple, which is why I am liking this a lot. And I get hints of ambergris as well. Usually I don't see ambergris in any of the Perfume Depot collections, but this one definitely has that, because I can get that attraction when I smell it. That is definitely because of ambergris which they use, and probably that is why he said he uses imported compounds in this and Ultramale as well. So maybe that's the reason it smells a little attractive compared to the usual collections that he has. And it is definitely 85% close according to my nose. So in case you want to sample out the rest and buy this one, I would still suggest that you try the designer one from any of the retail stores and then go for this one, because obviously retail prices of the designers are a little expensive. This is not, so you can definitely give it a try. So in case you want EDT spray format of any of the fragrance, he will definitely prepare that out for you. So he has a 60 ml bottle and he charges between 550 to 650 depending on the one that you choose. So in case you want EDT spray, you can ask him for the same. So comment down in the comment section about your experience. See you next time in another video. Cheers.